There we are. Told you it'd take just a few seconds. Appreciate everybody. Sorry for everybody on the Twitch side. I don't know what happened. For some reason, it just like completely disconnected the stream. Kaput. Have no idea what the cause of that was or as to what happened. But we are here. We are back, and we will be here all night long. Of course, if you're just tuning in now, appreciate you staying around. Apologize for that weird little hiccup there. It's always something. It's always something. Does not fail. If there isn't something wrong on a weekly basis for a live stream, you're obviously not doing something good enough. We are here. We are back. We are ready to go green. We are currently gridding up now. Giving these drivers a few seconds to get in their cars, get them on the pit road, and get ready to go around for 275 miles. 110 laps. 30 for stage 1 and 2. 50 for stage number 3. A new thing we could finally add for Naras. We can now officially show you guys the active standings after North Wilkesboro. This is your top 10 drivers after North Wilkesboro and the gap from first place. We could also show you the gap from the next place as well. Of course, right now, Lax, your current points leader with 868 points. Corey Rainey in second place, 84 points back. Charlie Bennett in third, 101 points back from the leader. It is looking like it is practically wrapped up between the first and second place sitters at this point in time. Peter Hoppy in fourth place on points. Isaiah Fox rounding out your top 5 on points with 4 wins this season, 652. Jordan Fisher sitting in sixth place. Mark Morton in seventh. Kyle Sims in eighth. Jeffrey Bourne holding down ninth place without a win, and as well as Joshua Mason in the 88. Only 4 drivers within the top 10 have actually got a win here this season. Of course, while they're gridding, we're going to go ahead and play our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Looking at your pole position here for the night, you just saw the car pass your screen. That is going to be the number 50 of Whoa, what is that? The number 50 of Tristan Pena with Isaiah Fox in second place. In row number 2 is going to be Mark Morton and Peter Hoppy Jr. Row 3, Jordan Fisher and James Manderud. Row 4 is going to be Mark Randall and Chet Sellers. Row 5, Kevin Vergara and Thomas Adams. Row 6, Pardon Hansen and Josh Mason. Row 7, Corey Rainey and Caleb Hess. Row number 8 is going to be Kyle Sims all alone by himself. The back of the pack, there is your 15 drivers here tonight, ready to win a crown jewel and a free $20 entry to the ARN Prized Race League. 110 laps here tonight. Last lap for warm-up, well, last lap for pacing right now as the pace lights are off. We are as ready as ever to get green here tonight. I think I am just as ready as these drivers are as well. No, there's going to be a lot on the line for these guys tonight. Bragging rights, a crown jewel win, a possible playoff lock-in, as this is going to be the last race or the last season with a win and in situation. We will be moving to Chase next season, as we were supposed to be moving to Chase with the new cars. But of course, the Gen 6s just did not want to cooperate, so we had to move just a little bit earlier. Ready to go here tonight. Hopefully the fans are ready to go. Appreciate every one of you tuning in here live, whether you're friends, family, or you just stumbled upon us. Welcome in. We hope you enjoy what you are about to watch, as the pace car is now off the field, ready to go green. In the box on the 50 of Tristan Pena. Green flag is going to be out now. Two by two, not too far behind. Pena already into turn 1. Holding a small gap, a little bit of a wiggle on the inside. That was the teammate, the 99 of Mark Morton back there. You saw a wiggle just a little bit. Situation in the back of the field. We're still green here. Cardin Hansen off track early on. Broke loose out of the corner. Spun Tokyo Drift style. Managed to get it off the track, so we will stay green. Currently, Tristan Pena still in the lead right now. Tristan Pena, as most of you know, he does drive late models. Currently driving for the Pro Late Model Stock Series. Just had his 3rd start for the Cars Tour. Z-Max Cars Tour last week. Unfortunate end after a 3-hour rain delay, as there was a huge wreck in turn 1. Unfortunately, that 50 Whataburger machine with the throwback to Greg Biffle and the Granger scheme from the Truck Series was wrecked out early on, with a few other drivers, Keelan Harvick being one of them as well. Pena still went on to win the throwback scheme of the week. With his Whataburger scheme, you will see that scheme remade and on the track here for the throwback weekend at Darlington. Currently right now leading the charge. Fastest time going to Isaiah Fox right now with a 52.401. You can see the gap on the screen, already about a second gap to his teammate. 99 of Mark Morton currently sitting in second place. 09 of Isaiah Fox hanging on up top to hold on to third right now. Jordan Fisher not too far behind as well. looking for a crown jewel win himself here tonight, if it all goes his. Of course, Fisher looking to really have a good season here, try to boost a crown jewel win. If he can get one, that's going to be the biggest question. When will we see that 9 in victory lane this season, or will we see this 9 in victory lane at all? It has been a very tough season, not only for him, for a lot of other drivers as well, and it's still a pivotal point in the season to where it's either you're going to have to do really good on points to make it in, or you're going to have to get that win. Right now, Fisher sitting comfortable on the points, as you saw. We can pull him back up for the standings after Wilkesboro. He is in 6th place, 637 points. Of course, Charlie, Peter Hoppy, and Fisher all currently locked in on points. Isaiah Fox has that winning in. So 6th, 4th, and 3rd, just by off their points, will not be eliminated for the round of 16. They are advancing onto next week. Excuse me. Right now, it's still a matter of when will we see this 9 get to victory lane. Mark Randall sitting good, currently in 6th place, still in a 7-week probation off of a situation earlier on in the season with a 50 of Tristan Pena, trying to turn it around after a long hiatus. He was gone for a week and some change. Back on the track now, trying to solidify a top 16 run for himself here today. Well, shall I say, fresh meat on the track. Joining RVR in a late stage of the season, driving the number 10 is Chet Sellers. Running a number 10 Mobile 1 here tonight. See if he has his SDK set up. Not all the way. We have some basic information. Chet Sellers, new kid on the block. Kevin Vergara just behind him in 12th. Vergara off what some called a Mickey Mouse win, what some have called a great placement at the right time. His 1 win on the season, pushing him into a playoffs pretty well, as long as he is sitting good on those points and he's in the top 20. He'll advance himself in. Kyle Sims in 13th right now in the 28 machine. Thomas Adams in 14th, and of course now in 15th after that solo spin, the number 3 of Carden Hansen. Hansen really off pace right now, 35 seconds back from the leaders, praying for a caution to regroup himself. Who's not praying for a caution, though, I'll tell you, is the 50 of Tristan Pena, man. He had the pole position locked away from the restart, had a good jump. 7 laps in. He's led all 7 laps so far, and the way it's looking, not going to change either. Of course, 30 laps for stage number 1, and then we will have our caution break. 25 laps ad-free, as always. See Mark just slowly but surely catching up now, 0.4 behind. Drivers are doing good, checking in. They got about 30 laps of fuel. We're only 8 into the run. But it's also that telemetry we want to see. What is Tristan's RPMs looking like in the corner? 163. The middle of the corner clips the wall. Hopefully that did not give him right rear damage. Right rear damage at this track does not play. Teammate to the inside, 99 of Mark Morton, side by side as they go into turn 1. Morton edges out in front, will get it before they get into turn 2. Now, you know, Indianapolis, different than other tracks. Each turn is separate. It's not turn 1 and 2. It is turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, and turn 4. So you're going to have a pretty big difference when it comes down to these corners. Some enter a little bit different, of course, than the exits. So that is also going to have to be a big strategy here. You can't run the same in all 4 corners that you normally can anywhere else. So it is going to be a pretty hard thing to figure out when your tires do fall off, how you can kind of mitigate the damage. Of course, fixed setups here. So we're going to have brake fall off as well. The more you're using that brake, the more you're going to have to keep pressing it later on in the run. I don't really see them using much brake here today. It's normally really just coasting your corners. Of course, if you are having bad entries, then you kind of just back up your corners a little bit. You don't really hit your brakes. You scrub them just a little bit, maybe up to 25, 30%, 50% if you're really diving it deep for the entrance. And then after that, you're no brake throughout the rest of the corner. You're coasting, waiting about halfway through, getting back on your gas, and then running it from there. I feel like what we're seeing right now is pretty good momentum from these top 3. Isaiah Fox just literally wall hit to the right rear. See how much time it kind of costed him there. He'll have to be drafting back with the 99 to catch up just a little bit. Let's go in car with the 09 and see how it's looking. Following Pena there as we exited the in-car cam. You saw him using all of that apron as much as possible, getting his tires down there where you heard him scrubbing just a little bit. Got to wonder if that's going to burn those inside tires. Those left tires are pretty precious. That's what gives you that grip. Your right side's what gives you that turn. So you got to really take care of these tires as much as possible. See him hitting the, I would say, the bricks on the apron right there, just a little bit. Not over apexing the corner, not holding it down the bottom and burning his tires on the left side all the way. So he's doing pretty good on management right now. Of course, time will tell with how long this race goes on, how efficient it will be for him and the 99 as Morton currently in the lead right now by about half a second, losing a little bit of time. Fox not doing much to make up time. It still is ticking away there as now he breaks down to the 7/10 of a second down. Of course, in 4th place is Jordan Fisher. Hoppy rounding out top 5. Almost all of our top 5 have cameras. Looking at Morton. Morton, I know you're watching. Wave to the fans at home. Oh, that is a big situation. Something I didn't expect to hear. '99 of Mark Morton going in now. Mark Morton now in. Also going to have Mandarud in pits as well. The only 2 to go in this early. Tristan staying out. Gotta wonder how that's going to fare. Carden Hansen now in pits as well. So far, so good for these drivers. "15 laps in. Tristan Pena now coming in as well as the 09. Little bit of contact there from the 09 to the 50. Peter Hoppy now currently cycled out to the lead. You can see Hoppy really getting into it, that head turning with him as he's turning that car. Jordan Fisher now in second. Fisher all calm, cool, and collected. Normally we see him banging gears, yelling at his dog. You can see him yelling at Kobe. "13 to go for the stage. "88 of Josh Mason. Currently in third. With a very, very hot pink room. One car of Hoppy will be in this time. For some reason, our radio replay is unfortunately not working right now. Don't know if that's something I'll be able to get up and running. Wow. We're rolling. Good race so far. Jordan Fisher not getting some laps led here tonight. See if we can toast it.
5-car pitting this time.
Cool, so we do got it working. Awesome. "10 to go. Drivers still out on the field. Tristan Pena back here now in 8th place. Gotta wonder if any of these drivers above them are gonna pit. Kyle Sims, Chet Sellers, Mark Randall, Corey Rainey, Mason, and Fisher have yet to go into pits. 10 laps to go. Gas is burning out. About a quarter of a tank of gas left to go in the tanks. Beautiful green flag run so far here tonight. No jinxes. We're just saying, it was a great green flag run for stage number 1. You'd love to see the actual pitch strategies.
Do you get a passer or something? 5 pitting this time, 5 pitting this time.
Caleb going into pits. Caleb with a black flag. Did not see that one. Normally, it'll pop up on replays for us, or the action alerts at the bottom of the screen. I did not see anything pop up. It is actually kind of interesting. That could hurt him. That could definitely hurt him. Four car of Rainey.
I can make it.
Says he can make it. 8 laps to go in the stage. 4 of Rainey says he can make it all the way around. Is that a good move? Will you have gas to get back around on this big of a track? I mean, it isn't a small track. 2.5 miles. 4 individual corners. Looking at his gas right now, I don't know. That's going to be tough. I mean, there's 7 to go. He's probably coasting his corners, not really burning his tires up right now. We're burning some gas, but still a big question if he can truthfully make it, how this will fare for him on the end run. I mean, 156 in the corners. You can definitely tell he is pulled out of it some. He's not in it as if he has fresh tires. It could be a very risky move, personally. Now, of course, what these drivers can do now, they're going to be able to do again for stage 2. Stage 2 is going to be another 30 laps, so all of this research and development now on strategies is actually going to benefit them for stage number 2. Biggest thing is, how will this play out for these top 3? Will we see Jordan Fisher get this stage win? Will we see tire fall off for the 88 where the 4 of Corey Rainey passes him? Is Corey truthfully good on gas? I mean, that bar is eerily getting close to E. There is 5 more laps to go on a 2.5 mile track. It's about 30.5 to 31 laps of fuel. I mean, of course, he could be good to 1 to the good for the stage, or maybe even a half to the good. But if he runs out of gas under caution, he's going to be SOL. Right now, watching the fight between Rainey and Mason. Mason did catch up a little bit. Rainey still there on that rear bumper. Rainey locked in right now. Trying his damn hardest to catch up to that 88, and he's catching him. Now it's going to be about passing him. Oh! 2. Caution's going to be out. 09 of Isaiah Fox around as there's 5 left to go. What has happened? Let's go ahead and turn Rainey's cam off. You can see Rainey's not happy about the situation. Fisher doesn't look too happy about the situation himself. Let's go ahead and see exactly what happened. 09 of Fox on the bottom. Carden Hansen on the top. Fox comes up. Fox does come up. You can see it here. Carden does come down just a little bit over the line. He's not going down. Oh, no, he's still going down. Still going down. Comes back up. 09 goes up as well. Right to the front of the wall. 09 with a direct hit to the wall. Carden Hansen as well with a hit to the wall. He recovers it. Isaiah Fox getting the most damage off of that one. Now we are going to have practically a one-lap shootout here. Corey Rainey in the lead. Now it's getting spicy. Corey Rainey in the lead. Gas tank blinking red. Kyle Sims in second place. We got a driver in the front waiting to get a wave around. That is going to be the 26. Who's the 26? James Manderud. I take that back. They will not have time for a one-lap shootout. Waiting to hear from the tower who's officially scored this stage win. Wide flag for the stage. Gonna be out now. Rainey really having to pull it around. He is almost out of gas. He's in the lead currently. It has James on lead lap in 11th place. Corey Rainey currently sitting in first on telemetry. Still on white flag now for stage number one. Stage number one will be finishing under caution, waiting to get around so we can actually announce your stage winner. At this time, Tower has officially confirmed Corey Rainey is going to be able to get the stage number one win. Now he's got to make it all gas. Oh, man. This is going to be a tough one. He's going to have to make it all the way around on gas. Pits will be open this time by for the drivers. Right now, we're going to take a commercial break here on the Asphalt Racing Network. For all of our Twitch Premium subscribers, you will be able to see side-by-side action throughout the caution. We will be back in just a few short minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere.
Industry. It runs on your industry, your hard work. After all, the wheels of commerce don't spin by themselves. It takes an expert to keep them turning. You. Mobile experts can help, working by your side to make machines and engines last longer, streamline maintenance, understand data, and act on it, saving time, money, and energy. Because everything runs precisely, exactly, and completely the way it's designed. Something we understand inside out, from working together with experts at equipment manufacturers. Enough to earn their recommendation in 3 short words. Fill with mobile. And it's not written in pencil for a reason. The well-oiled machine, you make it that way. Because you fill with more than exceptional lubrication. You fill with expertise, collaboration, and pride. You fill with mobile.
You can run the perfect race.
Denny Hamlin leading the pack on the final lap.
Make all the best moves, and then, boom.
Oh, Hamlin's hit. Hamlin is out of it.
That's true in racing and life. Things happen that are out of your control. And when debt hits hard, National Debt Relief helps you take control. National Debt Relief is the most trusted debt relief company in America and can get you back on track and then control. And they don't just patch things up. They help you build a winning strategy so you can pay less than you owe in less time than you think. National Debt Relief helps reduce your debt so you can focus on moving forward. When life wrecks your finances, National Debt Relief helps you get back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today.
Every journey toward racing excellence begins the same way, with preparation. Different tracks, different stakes, but the same attention to detail. Today, the gap between the garage and the living room has never been smaller. Because mastery isn't about where you start, it's about where you train. Whether you're chasing trophies or lap times, the road to racing excellence starts with the same tools.
Logitech G wheels and pedal.
Back now, Corey Rainey with your stage 1 win. He's currently in 6th place after that pit cycle. Got a lot of advancements to do here on the night to go get another one. Right now, Josh Mason in P number 1. Mark Randall in 2nd. Sitting in 3rd place, we're going to have Jordan Fisher. The new kid on the block, the number 10, Chet Sellers in 4th. And Mark Morton rounding out your top 5. Mark normally engages with the camera. Actually surprised he is not yet. Normally he always engages with the camera. He waves and does something. I'm surprised he hasn't, to be honest. We are getting ready to go back green, though. For stage number 2, another 30 laps here for these drivers tonight. Pace car off the field now, down a long front straightaway. Green flag back out. Josh Mason with a good start, top 4, kind of split up from the main pack already. Or shall I say the top 3. Jordan, Josh, and Mark. 2 Chevys, 1 Toyota battle it out for the lead. Gap's really closing in. Jordan making a run to the lead position now. Gets the lead, 99 in the inside of the 88 of Mason. Side-by-side fights for 2nd place as they're catching up to Jordan. Fisher trying to break the draft to the 99 in second. Morton not biting the bait. Staying in draft, staying in second place. With a little bit of a wall scrub back there just a few seconds ago. Still doing good. Still maintaining pace here. Not hurting him too bad. That's a good thing. '99 to the inside of the 9. He does get around, technically has the lead currently. Will he hold it for long? Goes all the way down to the bottom. Gets out of the mirror, so the 9 doesn't know exactly where he's at on track unless the teammate's calling it out. Has the inside run locked down currently. Will get the lead taken away from the top side. Looked like they almost made a little bit of contact. Now that is going to cause Morton to lose a position and go down into second. Teammate Tristan Pena now in fourth. Letting the 88 get back around him. Tristan wants to draft to try to keep some gas run is what it looks like right now. A little bit of stuttering going on. Might be having network issues. Just heard a radio call out from Fisher saying that the 99 is blinking as well.
Mark, you are blinking, just an FYI.
So a little bit of network connectivity issues tonight around the board here. As the 99 gets back around Fisher. With ease now, back to the lead. 20 more laps to go here for stage number 2. Lap 41 out of 110. It has been a really good run so far. Only caution we've had during a green flag run came from the 3 of Carden Hansen and the 09 of Isaiah Fox. Speaking of which, Carden Hansen still on track, still able to compete, so that damage didn't hurt him too bad. As well as the 09 of Isaiah Fox. He is in position 10, last one on the lead lap. Pena now in third. Splitting them is a Parker Motorsports driver, the 9 of Fisher. Fisher really trying to negate another positional loss to a Toyota. Carden Hansen now in the pits. Peter Hoppy one lap down right now in 11th place. Saw you side out of that camera. Randy currently sitting in 5th. Really good season for the Rain Man. He's held the lead for about 5 consecutive weeks without a win and has been in 2nd place on the points since then. No wins this season yet. It's been a long season without a win. 21 weeks to be exact. His last win came from Homestead. There's been 21 races we have done, including this one, since his last race win. When will we see the 4 of Corey Rainey break that streak? Looking now, Fisher still sitting in 3rd. Tristan getting around him. Fisher sitting in 3rd currently right now. Correcting me on my stats. So looking back to Homestead, Rainey did not win the race. He won the championship. His last win was at Martinsville, the previous race before. So he is 22 weeks disconnected from his last win. Or 22 races disconnected, shall I say. Toyota Magic, 1 and 2 right now. Mark Morton, Tristan Pena holding the fort down. These drivers on a really good run this season. One point in time, Mark Morton was looking at not being eligible for the playoffs. About 10 weeks ago, he was in question if he would make it. He had some hardware issues, was not able to show up on a consistent basis weekly. And because of that, he started falling pretty hard in the points. Fell all the way down to about 20th in points and has now worked himself back up within the top 10. Morton has done a pretty good job this season to not only play damage control, but to play catch-up. You know, he did say a few weeks ago when he was in that 20th position that from here on out, it is nothing but work to get back up to that top 10. He has done so and now can breathe a little bit more comfortable knowing that he is seated within the top 10 and is also locked in to the round of 16. But of course, that will never stop. The fight is never over. Currently trying to go get another win for the team. Now remember, this isn't just about a win for you and your team. It is also a trophy from Naras for a crown jewel win. And it is also about a free entry to that prize league. I don't know what happened with that. $20 entry will be waived for the ARN Prize League. 40 drivers max for the events. No teams, all single file racing or single team racing for a top 3 payout. 4 crown jewel races per year at the big crown jewel tracks. And you could win a $300 pot for free for one of those races just because you got to win here tonight. So a lot on the line for the drivers. Like I said earlier, if you are interested in trying to join that prize race league, it's still in the works of getting set up. You can type in !Discord in the Twitch chat. It'll give you my personal Discord link in there. You can ask for the prize race link. I'll be happy to shoot it over to you. Morton Pena 1 and 2, 3 seconds back from the leader right now is Josh Mason. He's also 2.5 seconds back from Pena. Just behind him is Corey Rainey. It is getting really good and really spread out here right now. Something we're all loving to see. Another pit call out on the track.
00 going to come down the pit road this time.
Mark Randall going into pits this time by a really great night for these drivers. See 00 now officially in pits. 11 to go. What is our leader's gas looking like? Might be able to pull a Corey Rainey and stay out and push it. 3.9 second lead, 0.6 seconds to his teammate in second. Tristan's got a little bit more gas than Morton. Mason low on gas. Corey Rainey has a little bit more than Mason. Fisher low on gas as well. 10 car of Chet Sellers reportedly going into pits now. Corey Rainey calling out for his teammate.
10 car pitting this time.
Chet Sellers now into pits. 10 to go. Bass Pro Shop Tracker 99 still in the lead. And the Whataburger sponsored number 50 still sitting in second place. Looks like lap traffic just in front of them. That could be the 00 of Mark Randall, as he is 51 seconds back right now. Did enter the pits and exited the pits probably just in front of the leaders. They will not catch up to him as he is on fresh tires. He is pulling away from them right now, so that is a good thing. The top two don't have to worry about the lap traffic in front. They will have to worry about where Sellers will exit, though. I think they'll be able to get around Sellers before he hits the pit exit window. They will, so Sellers will be behind them as well. That means Mason, Rainey, and or Fisher might be around him. No, because he still has to exit all the way around. So possibly Thomas Adams and Kyle Sims will be around Sellers when he re-enters. Peter Hoppy will be, actually. Hoppy and Hess. Sellers able to get behind them, so will not interfere with their run here as he is now officially a lap down. Hoppy at the stage break will be the one to get the lap back. Sellers might go for a wave around because he just pitted with 9 laps to go. That's still going to be risky. That's 9 laps of wear on tires. At 9 laps of fuel gone in your tanks. You can take a wave around and pray for a caution in stage 3. I mean, it's going to be 50 laps, so we're going to have at least possibly 2 pit cycles. 1 for tires, 1 for gas. Well, 1 for tires and gas. Another 1 for gas. Nine cars on lead lap right now. Mark Randall, the last car in lead lap, 52 seconds back. 8 to go right now. 99 slowly catching up to the 00 of Mark Randall in front as well. You see how close he's getting now to the 00. Morton calling out to the other Mark.
Mark, I'll go low on the bushes.
Mark Randall staying high as Mark Morton goes low. Randall not interfering with the leaders there, as he did have the right to fight for that lead lap. He is the first one to go a lap down. He had full intentions on being able to fight to not go a lap down, but a little gentleman's agreement there between the Marks. He lets Morton around instead of blocking him. Now Tristan has to get around the 00 as well. He might stay behind him, use a little bit of that draft in these straightaways for some gas management, so he doesn't have to take so much gas for the stage break here. 6 laps to go now. It has been a Steel City race. Woo! Tristan almost came close there on the 00. Five laps to go. Our Pro Late Model driver, Tristan Pena, in the 50 in second place. Our Sim Racing driver, the 99 of Mark Morton, in first right now. Trying to get cams from Tristan. He is camera shy. He doesn't want to show his face. He said, if you want to see my face, tune in to the Z-Max Cars Tour from Flow Racing. There's your opportunity to see my face. '88 in pits this time. Believe the 09 of Fox called out a pit stop for him as well. Carden Hansen officially out. Just looked at the tower. Carden Hansen officially out of this race. He has retired. He said, no more for me. I'm good.
09 pit.
09 of Fox calling out his pits that time by. So he is in pits now. Will go a lap down. Mark Randall officially a lap down. 88 of Mason in pits, meaning there's only 6 drivers on lead lap to start stage number 3. 3 laps to go in stage number 2. 1 stage going to Jordan Fisher. Second stage looking to be Morton. who will claim the stage number 3 victory and get a free entry into a prize race. Now 2 laps to go. I haven't been able to say this in a while. Morton looking cool as a cucumber. In the lead right now. See him talking to his teammate Tristan Pena on radios. White flag is going to be out now for the stage. 1 to go. A dominant run for Morton here this stage. He has led a whopping 24 laps so far into the race. Will be able to take the stage 1 victory for himself. One to go now. Morton winning stage number 2. Stage number 2 now in the books. Mark Morton getting that victory after a really good run there for stage number 2. 50 laps for stage number 3 after these drivers get through with their pit cycles. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take our commercial break, but we'll be back with some more action, so don't go anywhere. Otherwise, you're going to miss a immaculate stage number 3.
Manhattan. Good day, be in Victory Lane. We are eyes on the leader now.
What a victory this will be! Next flag is going to hit. Does he have enough? Let's go! A dominant performance. They're going to say no, baby. Let's go!
You got to earn this thing.
It is all on the table. Daytona 500.
You asked for more, so we built more. Every overlay done. Cleaner, faster, built for racers, and built for streamers. But that was just the warm-up. Introducing the AI Chief Streamer Engine, a full broadcast-style control tower, built right into Chief. One unified chat window, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. Every message all in one place. Someone drops a gift, Chief tells you. Front row Joey dropped the DJ spin. This is a race car, not a charity, but we'll take your money anyway. New follower? Chief tells you. Raid, member, super chat? Chief's already on it. Too busy battling for the lead to read chat? Don't worry, I'll read it for you. Signature Esports says, I know I said something about it on stream, but it would be cool to use Chief to be a pit reporter. This isn't another overlay package. This is your production crew. AI Chief Pro Plus. Coming soon.
Be sure to check out AI Chief. If you do run iRacing and you need a little bit of help without wanting to pay for a coach, you have an all-in-one where you don't have to pay per hour, you pay per month. $9.99 to get pro. It gives you all you need to know: your throttle smoothness, your consistency in your corners, your average wear, how you're doing on your throttle compared to everybody else in your session, and where your braking points are good and where they're bad. It also complains and yells at you during the race too, and will tell you where you can pick up or lose. So be sure to check out AI Chief, and make sure to check out, you use code T-Bone to support us here at the Asphalt Racing Network. Of course, we're going to be going back green here this time. That long line on the bottom side. Pace car off now. Mark Moore going to be taking us back to green flag. There's only 2 cars on the top side. Oh my God. Green is going to be out now. Goes up to the high side pretty quickly. Dives back down low for a good apex there. Still, Morton and Tristan 1 and 2. Corey Rainey in 3rd place right now. Rainey locked and loaded. Let's go to the in-car cam, shall we? A lot of concentration from the 4 car of Corey Rainey there. He's been able to catch up to the 50 on the straightaway speeds with draft. Now having to manage keeping that left front tire open to clean air. That is going to be your ticket onto keeping the most speed with the most grip. A lot of drivers don't know that. You've got to keep that left side tire open to clean air if you want to have a good run with stability into the corners. Of course, Fisher here in 5th place. Not running all the way to the bottom of the line. Still pulling some good lap times right now. Last lap time was a 52.9. Morton was a 52.46. Fastest on the track right now. Only 5 drivers in the 52s. That is Morton, Tristan, Pena, Rainey, Sims, and Fisher. From 1st to 5th, it is a 52.4, 52.6, 52.76, 52.82, and a 53.16 now for Fisher. Can tell Jordan not happy. Still in it, still driving, tilting his head with the car. We all swear it works. It doesn't do anything. It's mind over matter. I do it too when I'm driving. This is a horrible habit. Nine laps at a 50 for stage number 3. Mark Morton still leading, adding on to his total here tonight. 33 laps so far tonight. Tristan Pena in 2nd, has led 11. Corey Rainey has led all of 3 laps. Kyle Sims in 4th, started in 15th. He's now up to 4th place. Our hard charger of the night, up 11 positions. Jordan Fisher started in 5th, still in 5th, led 15 laps here tonight. Mark Randall up 1 position, started in 7th. Thomas Adams up 3, started in 10th. Peter Hoppy down 4. He's led 3 laps, started in 4th place. Chet Sellers in 9th. He started in 8th, down 1. Rounding out your top 10 is the 09 of Isaiah Fox, started in 2nd. He's down 8. Mandarud started in 6th place. Right now, he's a lap down by himself. Down 5. Caleb Hess up 2 from where he started in 14th. He's also 2 laps down. Josh Mason, the 88. He's led 4 laps. He's down a position where he started in 12th. And Vergara, 5 down. He started in 9th place. He is out of the race alongside Carden Hansen. Morton making light work of the track here tonight. Nothing's going to be able to stop him other than his computer. It's been good for a few weeks, so let's pray it stays that way here tonight. He'll have him another victory on the season, another celebration for the team of Steel City Racing, and another good look as to what the championship run might look like for the 99. Of course, next time we will be back in Indianapolis. It will not be for the Brickyard or the Oval. It will be for the Indianapolis Road Course. That will be in round of 16. 6 weeks for the Verizon 60. 60 laps. 15 for stage 1 and 2, 30 for stage 3. Of course, round of 16 going to be a hard round. You got Chicagoland as the first race for the Brandt 300. Indy Road Course as your second race. Your elimination race going to Bristol for the Bristol Night Race, sponsored by Bass Pro Shops. Of course, round of 12 starting out with the Roll the Dice 300 going to Vegas, where you go all in or you fold, because you only got 1 or 2 options. Of course, second race in that season. We're going back to Martinsville for what we love to call the Bangin' Bumpers 200. Then, of course, to Charlotte, ARN's home track for the Thank You ARN 300. That will be your elimination race. 300 miles, 200 laps. Round of 8 is going to be Kansas, Phoenix, and Talladega for your last super speedway of the playoff run. And then, of course, for the championship for the final time before we go to a rotating track, will be the Ford EcoBoost 300 once again, where we will see 4 drivers face off for a Season 3 championship at Homestead. Kevin Vergara with an accident. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Jordan Fisher with an accident. What had happened to Fisher here? Kevin Vergara was scored with an accident as well, which led to him leaving. We'll check that out after we look at the 9 of Fisher. Single car incident. We kept it green. We picked a bad time on the replay. It's a little bit earlier than his wreck. Ooh, into pit road, what it looks like. Had a good exit. Just broke loose there on the full exit. Backwards into pit road. Damaged the right front of the car. Or the left front as he went backwards into pit road. Not a good run there. Nothing you can do, unfortunately. Flaps came up to stop the car from flipping, but front end damage. He had jumped the pits, most likely out for him tonight. Might have fixable damage. Thomas Adams just recorded an incident as well himself. Almost the same situation, same corner. Solo spin out on the top side. Parked himself on the track and then backed up after a long time waiting there. We are still green right now. 16 laps out of 50 for stage number 3, 76 out of 110 in total, well over the halfway point of this race. Now trying to wind it all down in the long run. Chat's been pretty quiet tonight. I've seen DJ pop in a little bit. No one rooting for their favorite drivers. We know Jerry Lax probably isn't watching tonight because Owen is not here. He might be. You don't know. Morton and Pena showing you why these two drivers are toting the Toyotas along as a predominant team this season. They've been in these two first and second positions for a long time tonight. Do not seem to be wavering off of it. Of course, in third now is going to be the Ford car of Corey Rainey as he is trying to still go for his first win of the season. Has the opportunity to possibly get it done here tonight. Patience is a key factor. He's about half a tank of gas right now, 17 laps in, almost getting to a pit cycle here. You don't want to go too early. You don't want to go too late. Top 3 almost all with the same gas run. No difference. Only 6 cars on lead lap. Not much has changed within the last 5 to 10 laps. Not much will change until we see those pit cycles open up. As of right now, there's still maybe about 10 laps left until we see those pit cycles. A little bit less than 10 laps, actually. Drivers already at lap 19. Lead lap drivers are at lap 19 of the stage. Still got some time to go. Still got some gas to burn. A little bit more gas in their tanks at this point in time for stage 3 than I would say for the first 2 stages, if I could speak correctly. Either they're managing tires pretty well, which inside is also managing the gas, or they were playing a better gas strategy early on into the race, which is giving them the run that we're seeing now. Thomas Adams letting Morton get around easy. Fisher still in the pits. Does not have a meatball, just might have too much damage to continue, as he will be multiple laps down by the time he gets back out. Probably 6 minutes plus of damage to that right front. Five cars on lead lap. 28 of Kyle Sims is one of them. Your hard charger at this point in time, sitting in 4th, 11 positions up. Mark Randall being the last car in lead lap, 17 seconds back from your leader, the other Mark, Morton. Thomas Adams. A little bit of lap traffic just passed. Leaders just passed him. But about a lap and a half, 2 laps ago now. Peter Hopp, he's still in it, 7th place. He's also a lap down. Chet Sellers in 8th place, a lap down. Isaiah Fox, also a lap down in 9th. Mandarood, a lap down in 10th. Caleb Hess still 2 laps down in 11th. Back up to Rainey, 3.8 seconds away from the leader. He's not losing time either right now, so they're running similar times. Getting word from the box of the 9 of Fisher. He does have too much damage to continue competition. They have pulled his car into the garage and just wasn't enough to fix. There was too much damage to fix to be able to keep him at the correct speeds to continue on track. So an unfortunate end for the 9 of Fisher here tonight, as he was looking forward to trying to get a crown jewel race. Still following the 4-car of Rainey in third place. Lost a little bit of time to the leaders there. Now it's 4.3 to Morton. Pena still just kind of in the draft in the straightaways. Oh! Corey Rainey almost lost it on the back end. Thomas Adams almost lost it as well. Has to commit to pit road. Most likely will get a speeding penalty as well, and does. So now Thomas Adams is going to have a 40-second stop in his pits, or at least a drive-through. That is going to hurt, as he definitely did not mean to go in pits. Has to serve his penalty now. Mark Morton still in the lead. Tristan closing in on him. Halfway through stage number 3. Looking at Rainey.
4-car this time.
Didn't like what he saw in the car last time by. Is going to go in pits now, committing to get some tires.
Double zero this time.
Mark Randall also coming in for tires as well.
09 in this time.
Isaiah Fox also coming into pits as well. Mark Morton and Tristan Pena. Still holding on strong. Communication from both of those drivers over the radios.
99 pit this time.
50 this time.
Team going into pits at the same time. Good strategy. Both get down. No black flags given there. They are the 2 cars to beat here tonight. Good strategy. Waiting till halfway. Kyle Sims now finally getting a lap led tonight. Your new leader currently still has yet to go into pits since lap 62. So it is going to be short-lived for him, but at least he can get some laps led added to his stats here tonight. 00 of Mark Randall exiting pits just behind. Morton and Pena both out at the same time. Morton with a little bit more of a jump on Pena. Pena's going to be not too far behind. It's going to be how they manage this entrance, this exit window here, using all of the access for pit exit to try to gain as much speed as possible to get back up and going. Morton now back out in second place. Pena back out in third. Sims will have to pit. He's still in the lead currently right now, but he will have to go into pit. That means there's still only 5 drivers on lead lap, Hoppy being one of them, as he just got his lap back from the leaders going in.
'28 car this time.
As we get a pit call out from Kyle Sims himself, 28 car is going to be into pits this time. Hopefully no speeding penalty. Looks good on his entrance. No black flag. Mark Morton now going to be able to get that lead back after Sims led about 5 laps there. Looking at your top 16 drivers, these will be all of your drivers in the first round. Lax officially in, almost for certain off of points, has not been officially locked in yet. Mark Morton there just setting your fastest time with a 52.31. Corey Rainey in second, Charlie Bennett in third, Peter Hoppy in fourth. Fox in 5th. Fisher in 6th. Morton in 7th with 2 wins, looking to get his 3rd tonight. Kyle Sims in 8th. Bourne in 9th. Mason in 10th. Lucas Lewis in 11th. Tristan Pena in 12th. Randall in 13th. Hollinsworth in 14th. Brendan Carroll and Kevin Vergara rounding out your top 16. Corey Rainey almost 5 full seconds back from the leader, is 5 seconds, just a little bit over. 20 more laps to go in stage number 3. Naras Cup Series action, 90 laps into the race so far. Has been pretty good. Oh! Corey Rainey almost lost it back there. We're watching Mark Morton trying to break Tristan Pena's draft. And just behind, we were able to see Corey Rainey almost lose it into pits. Mandarud getting served a black flag. What was this black flag for? Let's back it up here. I would assume unsafe pits, but it doesn't look like it. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. Really bad exit there. I don't know what happened. He looked like he went to go take the road course entrance. He did take the road course entrance and had to go all the way across the grass to get to the correct entrance zone. Went all the way through the race control, road course entrance. Yeah, what a crazy exit there. Not a good run there out of exit. I mean, if you've been running so far 93 laps, you should know where the pit exit is. Of course, you know, you're trying to get back on the track fast enough. You make some slight errors, and that was one of them. Now Mandarud sitting in 9th place, passing Thomas Adams. Peter Hoppy just behind. He is also a lap down. Mandarud 2 laps down. Mark Morton still in the lead here. $55 laps led for the man here tonight. Ooh, looked like Tristan almost scrubbed the wall a little bit there. Didn't see any smoke. Really running exits hard, trying to catch up to his teammate. Corey Rainey now way off pace, 10 seconds back from your current leaders. Randy trying to solidify a top 3 run for him as well tonight. He needs as many points as he can get. Owen Lack's not here, most likely using a provisional, so it will give him a good run on points. The higher he finishes, the better it can be. Of course, he still needs a miracle at this point in time to get a regular season championship, but he is still trying as much as possible to get one here this season. Morton running strong. Oh, Fisher blew up the car. Guess he never turned it off when he went into pits and got out. Car just blew up in pits. He's been retired for a few laps now, but it is now official that car is not getting back on track. You see Morton talking to Tristan over radio, smiles on their faces. They're happy and comfortable with where they sit right now on the track. 15 to go now. Steel City's had a dominant race here tonight. Now going for his 3rd win of the season. Probably telling his teammate, you better not take this one away from me. Peter Hoppy a lap down right now, still in it. Still praying for a possible caution. Could change a lot for him. Everybody with the head wiggles tonight when they turn. I love it. It just shows how into it these guys get while they're racing. Hoppy has got around Mandaroon. He was behind him earlier. Mandaroon 2 laps down. Hoppy only 1. 13 laps to go now for the race. Drivers should be good on gas. Isaiah Fox, the car in front.
Whenever you get to me, I'll just let you buy on the inside.
Isaiah saying whenever they get to them, he will just let them by. He says he's going to stay high, let them go by this time. Does just so. Oh, Pena almost in the wall. "12 laps to go." More lap traffic in front of Morton now. Ten to go when they cross the line this time by. That is the 10 car of Chet Sellers. Teammate of Pena telling that Sellers make him go high on the outside. Trying to get some time, caught back up to his teammate there. Ten to go now. Corey Rainey now 14 seconds back. Kyle Sims 27 seconds back. Mark Randall 39 seconds back. Randall the last one on lead lap, but not far away from getting past. I mean, I feel like at this point in time, we can kind of say who's going to win this race, but you don't know. Could be Isaiah Fox back here.
Like, I've been able to pull him to 5/10 almost every lap, and I still can't catch it because of the dirty air.
You're Tristan there. He's catching time to Morton, just can't do nothing because of the dirty air. He's getting off the rear of that car. That is Indy for you. You saw it during the actual NASCAR Cup Series race a few weeks ago. It was treacherous for a driver to pass. I mean, we saw the last few laps between Corey Heim and Bell. Wasn't able to get it done, just couldn't keep up, and kind of the same situation we're seeing now. Able to catch up, just can't do nothing with it. Of course, don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, if they burn over the brakes here, we're not going to throw a hissy fit. Not much more time to go. 6 laps to be exact. Tristan is trying to figure out anything he can do to make it up to the front. Except for wreck out of the race and repeat what he did last Saturday in Hickory, North Carolina. That is something we're never going to let go over his head. Just for future reference. If you are not familiar, we'll say it again. Pena runs the PLMs, the Pro Late Models. He also runs the trucks as well for the Underseries. Currently had his 3rd start for the Cars Tour alongside Keelan Harvick as well. Both him and Keelan had a pretty unfortunate night after a 3-hour rain delay. All getting out on lap number 1 with a huge wreck in the turn that washed up high, and unfortunately for Pena, he started out high and brakes just locked up, couldn't go anywhere. Thankfully, he's better on the sim tonight than he was just a week ago, live on Flow Racing. But it is going to be a Steel City 1 and 2, regardless of how you look at it. 5 laps to go. Tristan actually gaining time now. Ooh, little hit to the wall. That's going to cause at least a 0.2 second loss from what he just gained back. It's going to give Morton a little bit more leeway in between corners. Not much, though. Kyle Sims now just passing Corey Rainey. Rainey not good on gas back here? No, he has enough gas. He's clutching. Rainey 1,000% clutching with 4 to go. Might be a tire situation. He might be trying to save gas for a green-white checkered so he can get that lead position. He's got some type of strategy. Oh, no, it's 100% the same person, Johnny. That is our Tristan Pena, our pro late model driver with the number 50 Whataburger. Yes, sir. Kind of an honor to have him on the team, man. He's driving around some big names. Honeycutt, Harvick. Three laps to go. Mark, stay out of the wall. Very close there. Both of them really close to nicking that wall. 2 laps to go. This time by the line. Will Tristan be able to make it back up? Or is it a wrap for him on the win tonight? Will he get that second place finish? He's back by now. 0.45 again. We just saw him this far back not too long ago. A little bit of a wall hit, ruined that for him, lost 0.2. Will he be in the same situation again? Coming out of 3 and 4. White flag is going to be out this time by Morton, holding strong in the lead. White flag lap out now. Cam's on Morton. Will he clinch his 3rd victory here this season? Will he get the free entry into the ARN Prize League? Pena 0.48 back, not gaining any time this time by. Into 3, and now turn number 4. Coming out to the front stretch, 0.55 back it is. Mark Morton with the 3rd victory this season. And officially just won a free entry into the prize.
They try to say I wasn't, but listen close. This is the sound. They spoke from the outside, looking in through the gate, said I don't carry the blood, said I don't carry the fate, but I rose from the barrel where the old ones sleep. Iron in my skeleton promises I keep. I'm Viking born, progress soul, walking between worlds, carving my truth into stone, breaking all your rules. Frost on my breath and the winter in my eyes. When I open my mouth, yeah, the whole sky cries. I don't walk the path where the living stay soft from the storm that arise when you think you're far off. And when the horn sounds, you don't hear just me. It's the echo of kin, it's the whole family. Shoulder to shoulder, shield wall from the battle, we bring the fight. You thought it was one man, nah. Look at the line, every time I call, they arrive right on time. I am the Droger, I am Viking true. When I lift my voice, my people come through. From the mountain to the street, from the sea to the shore. We stand as one, we are stronger than more. You cannot control us, you cannot divide. We stand with the power, we stand with pride. My call is the baseline, my call is the law. When I roar in the track, you will know who we are. I am the Droger, I am the Droger, I am the Droger, I am Viking true. When I lift my voice, my people come through. I hold the runes, I hold the weight of the years. I turn all your threats into nothing but fears. You try to command, try to take what is ours. Where the rising tide, where the crushing powers ghost in the machine, spirit in the flow. Where the cold winds go, that is where I go. Not a storybook tale, not a myth on the page. I'm the fire in the dark, I'm the rage in the cage. Release when I call, see the ranks fill up fast. Every brother and sister, we were built to last. You see one face, but you feel the whole tribe. We don't break under pressure, we don't bend or die. We're the shadow that lengthens when the sun goes down. The sound that you hear when the walls come round. I speak the old tongue over modern beats. This is our legacy underneath our feet. They said you are not us, I said watch the rise. They said you are alone, I said look at the sky. Control is a chain and we snapped it in two. My people are here and they're loyal and true. From the north, from the south, wherever we stand. This is our ground, this is our land. When I call, they rise. When I call, they rise. I am the Droger, I am Viking true. When I lift my voice, my people come through. From the mountain to the street, from the sea to the shore. We stand as one, we are stronger than more. You cannot control us, you cannot divide. We stand with the power, we stand with pride. My call is the baseline, my call is the law. When I roar in the track, you will know who we are. I am the Droger, I am the Droger, I am the Droger, I am Viking true. When I lift my voice, my people come through. One call, all rise. Droger spirit, Viking hearts, forever.
Mark Morton with a race win here tonight. The Texas Tornado, I'm assuming that is the PR account of Tristan Pena. We, all of us were watching, so I figured I didn't have to point that out. But I appreciate you saying it in chat, brother. Combined total of 82 laps led for the team of Steel City Racing here tonight. Of course, Mark Morton getting the win. The pro late model driver, our very own number 50 of Tristan Pena, coming in second place. Third place was Kyle Sims. Mark Randall in fourth place. Only 3 drivers finished on lead lap. But no, it is all love for Tristan here. He's my driver, so I joke around with him. He knows I'm not being serious. Mark Morton with the win, 72 laps led. Tristan Pena finishing in second with 10 laps led for himself tonight. Kyle Sims in third with only 3 laps led. Hard charger was Sims. Mark Morton, of course, with your most laps led here tonight. And your fastest time with your other Steel City Racing driver, Tristan Pena, on the pole, finishing in second. Not too shabby. Of course, we will get an interview from our top 3. We're going to start off with the 28 of Kyle Sims first. Kyle, do you got a copy, brother? I'm muted in Discord. Kyle, you got a copy, brother? Might not be at his mic. Might have to use a pit stop to the bathroom. It was a long race.
You got me, Tyler?
Hey, there he is. Well, interesting race. Green for pretty much the entirety of the race. Of course, you gained hard charger tonight, up 12 positions from where you started, and finished in the top 3. So how you feeling?
Surprised. I mean, I wouldn't be here if Corey hadn't not taken enough gas, so I hate that for him. Was secretly hoping for one of those top 3 guys to have a speeding penalty or something, so I guess that was my wish granted. But yeah, that was a long race, especially for it to go as green as it did.
Yeah, that was also going to be another thing I asked. Not very familiar for us to get that many green flag runs with only 2 total cautions, and both of them really being for stage breaks. Of course, it was probably treacherous at that track, tunnel vision wise, like we said earlier. In the broadcast with the officials race 2 weeks ago and the actual NASCAR Cup Series race, wasn't much passing going on. You had about 5 laps while the pack was all close together to really get your passes on. Otherwise, you weren't going to make much transition of a position until either pit cycles or re-rack. So how did that kind of play into the factor for you here tonight as well? Did you kind of feel some of that tunnel vision once that run got really long and the pack got spread out, or were you trying to give yourself, markers and points to really catch the car in front of you while still running, a consistent lap time to not burn tires or gas?
That last stage was definitely the hardest one. I mean, about 20 laps in, start missing turn 1, which for some reason I struggle with here. I know 1 and 3 are basically the same thing, but for some reason 1's like a foreign language to me. Then, like, first stage, I started fuel saving about halfway through when everybody started making their pit stops. I was going to try to stretch that, and then that caution came out. And then second stage, yeah, kind of the same thing towards the end. It was just trying to make sure you didn't end up in that wall off of 1 or off of 3, because that was really easy to do.
Now, of course, weeks really taken away as we officially come to the end of the regular season. Next time we come here will be in 6 weeks for the Indy Road Course for 60 laps. How are you feeling about the round of 16 run being the second race in the round of 16?
I have never run the Indy Road Course, so that's something I got to start preparing for now. And like I might just skip practicing Pocono this week and go ahead and run nothing but Indy Road. I think I'm getting close to being locked in, so something I'll definitely have to start thinking about as we get closer to that.
Of course, man, Pocono going next week. Last time we went to Pocono, I believe, was last June 13th. We haven't been there in about 2 months. I believe last time we went there was a pretty good race. We saw Joseph Davis get the win. How are you feeling about going back to Pocono next week as well?
Well, it'll be a new car too, so I did pretty decent in the officials for Pocono. I didn't run much fixed, but I usually in this league I would probably put myself mid-pack, about like normal. Probably flirt with a top 10 or so. Maybe reach up and grab a couple of stage points. I don't know what the stages are set at. I haven't looked into that yet, but maybe some fuel mileage again. Really, that's all I've been trying to do the last month or so, is just get points, get as many as I can.
Of course, before we let you go, man, any shout-outs you want to give to anybody tonight?
As always, the wife for allowing me to do this on a Saturday night. Thanks to Jordan for putting on the league. I have never done it before, but thank you for broadcasting and taking your time out of your day. That's something I've meant to do in the past when I've been on here, but never have gotten around to that one. So thank you, Tyler. Um, and as always, just hi to my family.
Of course, man, we appreciate you. Congrats on your top 3 finish tonight, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again with the rest of the season.
Yep. Thank you, Tyler.
Moving on to our second place finishers, the man we've been heckling all night on and off the broadcast. With all love intended, it's going to be the number 50 of Tristan Pena.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing, Tyler?
I'm doing good. You've probably got to be good now that you ain't got to hear about last week no more from everybody on the track.
Yeah.
Man, I'm sorry. It's should have never showed them the link because they've been on it for about a week now. Of course, man, you know you are the strongest one on the track here. As you do this on and off the sim on a weekly basis, not only for Steel City but for Tristan Pena Racing as well. You know, different car though. You run late models, so you know you have to kind of transfer from late models and then get into the next gen mindset almost every other week. How are you feeling coming into this race tonight? Of course, first race at Indy with the Gen 7 cars. You know, after what we were seeing in the officials 2 weeks ago and the NASCAR race, probably already knew what you were going to experience. But how was it for you when the green flag dropped here?
Well, this is my first time driving the Gen 7 at Indy. I don't do officials at all. I mean, maybe like a road official here and there, like, but besides that, I liked it a lot. I felt like the car turned on its own really well. I mean, but just the dirty air is just so bad. And it's just impossible to make passes when you're behind someone. Like you get within 5/10 of them, and you just get in their wake, and it just pushes the car, and there's nothing you could do about it. I mean, I was sitting behind Mark for almost 30, almost like half the race there, just unable to get to him. I mean, it sucks, but I mean, it's good for the team. I'm happy for him, but we'll recoup and we'll be better next week.
Now, you know, as you were saying, dirty air was one of the biggest obstacles to have to face, but as well as the tire wear here as well tonight. How bad was your tire wear, and what were you doing to try to combat burning off more tires on one side than the other?
Actually, wasn't really struggling with the tire wear. I was shifting from fifth to fourth in the corners and just driving it through fourth. Obviously, with that, you're gonna get loose if you treat the tires wrong. But I mean, it's kind of what I learned from driving late model stocks 2 weeks ago. Where you have to be really, really careful with those tires because if you spin them and start getting them hot, they don't really come back until you get a caution. But just learning how to drive these cars again. It's been a while since I've driven these cars. So, I mean, I'm just trying to figure it all out. It's definitely a lot better with from previous years, from whenever I drove the cars, the next gen cars on here in the sim. They've improved them a lot. So, I mean, it's been a lot better for me. I've enjoyed them a lot more. First of all, pro late model stock is crazy. Second, yeah, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here for most of the rest of the year. Obviously, here and there from like month to month. I'm gonna be gone like maybe one times a week. Definitely not gonna be gone 2 weeks in a row again. That was like kind of a one-time thing for this year, but a couple more races sprinkled in here and there for the rest of the year. So I mean, I'm definitely gonna be here next week, and I'm super excited for Pocono. It should be September 13th, I think, in a pro truck here in Houston, Texas. Sadly, they don't stream it anywhere. So, I mean, I think they might have like a paid YouTube subscription thing or paid subscription thing. But I don't know if I'd recommend paying for that stuff. I mean, just to watch. I mean, there's only going to be like 5 trucks out there. But, I mean, if you love racing and love to watch me, I mean, go right on ahead. But, I mean, we're still figuring out what my next Cars Tour race will be or next late model race. But it should be soon. So, it's pretty exciting. And I'm just excited to get back in the car.
And of course, man, the last question before we let you go. Enjoy the rest of your night. Oh, we're actually going to start wrapping these up. Oh, no. Well, we're still good because it's not school nights. Plus, it's a Saturday. Do you have any shout outs you want to give before we let you go on? I'm so used to it being the Wednesdays where we got to wrap it up quick for you.
No. I want to thank my mom and dad for letting me get on the sim and having this sim for me here.
Well, still short, sweet, and to the point. Can't complain about it. Of course, man, congrats on the pole position tonight. Unfortunate wasn't able to get the win, but it still went to the team. So, as it's still got to be a little bit happy about it regardless. Congrats on the second place finish, of course. We look forward to seeing what you're going to do next week at Pocono and how far and how good of a run in the playoffs you're going to have as well.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Tyler.
And thank you. Was your second place finisher, the man we all got eyes on, waiting for the Cars Tour to come back around. Now, your winner of tonight, and the man that gets a free entry to the prize race. He called it before the race. I swear it to you, he called this win before the race. I told him we'll see, and he was damn sure right about it. That's going to be the 99 of Mark Morton.
Hey, there we go. My bad. All I heard was my name.
Well, like I just said, you called your win before we even got there. Before green flag even dropped. I told you keep on dreaming, and you didn't disappoint. So I got to give you your flowers on that one, man. Congrats on that. Now, 72 laps led, the most laps out of everybody the entirety of the night. Seemed pretty early on after that stage 1 finish that it was your night to run and dominate. What changed from stage 1 to stage 2?
I didn't think. I had thoughts that people might try to stretch the fuel out to make it the whole way, but as we were going green and we had the extra 2 pace laps, I didn't think anybody was gonna make it. I can only turn off my car. I can't clutch it or anything like that. So I knew I was gonna have to pit. So I just kind of, split the first stage in half, and then second stage I knew we were gonna make it. That kind of that weird caution at right towards the end of stage 1 really helped us out to where I was able to save some fuel. And then I never looked. I only looked back just to see where people were behind me were running. But I mean, I wasn't going to give up the spot easily.
Now, certain points in times it seemed like you were giving Tristan dirty air purposely to keep him from advancing position. At one point in time, we saw you go all the way down to the front stretch pit wall. I'm assuming you were trying to break him out of your draft, and it just didn't work to an extent. Stage 3 was a little bit more treacherous than stage 2, a little bit longer, having to play that strategy. Of course, both of you guys went down to pit at the same time. Was that an organized team pit, or did it just happen you both ran the same pit strategy?
Yeah, we kind of ran the same pit strategy. Not to knock anybody else to that race tonight, but I mean, once me and Tristan kind of started to open up the gap on everybody, like we were shooting the crap in the chat, and he would try to distract me, I would try to distract him, and then when we saw Corey go down pit road, I was gonna try and pit a lap before he did, but I figured he was gonna go with me. So as soon as we saw Corey go down the next lap, I was like, I decided to pit. He came with me. Smart move on him because I mean it was fun. It really was just to see who was gonna beat the next person off on pit road, because that really would have told the tale on who was gonna win the race. Because it's like Tristan and everybody was saying, it's hard to pass on this track. I mean, I was uh, towards the end of the first stage, I was able to catch up to Tristan a little bit because he was hitting the wall here and there, and that's how I was able to pass him because he was hitting the wall. So now, if he would have hit the wall, I mean, he and and he would have if he would have beat me out on pit road, I would have tried to push him to hit the wall. But I mean, he's an excellent driver. So I mean, he pushed me to try to make a mistake, but I was able to drive a mistake-free race that race.
A few weeks ago, you did say that you were going to be on a warpath to get back up to the lead. You've been doing so, might I say, pretty comfortably. Looking at the stats now, as it is taking forever to pull up for me. I believe currently you are, well, before this race happened. Oh no, actually, the race is already implemented. You are in 8th place. I believe bonus points and everything have already been added for the drivers. But yeah, down one position right now in 8th place. Still, came back from 20th place and I'd say, 10 weeks to seed yourself within the top 10 with multiple wins. Now adding another win here tonight to be your 3rd win overall. Of course, second person to have 3 wins. Yes, Lucas Lewis being the other driver. Tristan with 4, just in front of you. Then Fox tied as well for 4th. How are how you feeling about knocking another one off before we go to another track you're pretty strong at, being Pocono?
I feel confident. I don't want to get too overly excited because I mean up and down the roster in the league, everybody anybody could win. I mean they're all quick. I'm slowly but surely starting to figure out how these cars drive, and I'm just implementing what I've learned, um, whether it's through officials or with other next gen leagues, and just applying it here. And it's worked out. I mean, the past couple of weeks, I kind of shot myself in the foot. I mean, unfortunately, there was only about 10 cars that show up. So I mean, I still got a top 10 out of it. So it still helps me in the long run. But I mean, I'm still shooting to try and get those wins and trying to catch Owen and Tristan and everybody like that to get the crown again for the most wins and Naras for a single season.
Well, of course, man, before we let you go here tonight, you have any shout outs you want to give to anybody?
As always, first and foremost, you for putting on um, my bad, my bad. First and foremost, all right, my wife because she got
She's
up
standing
and
right next to
she
you.
looked. She did. My wife for watching the race. She's the number one supporter no matter what league it is, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Saturdays or Sundays. She watches and cheers me on. Secondly, you for putting on a hell of a broadcast week in and week out. Whether it's Wednesdays, excuse me, Tuesdays. Well, I
No,
race with you on Tuesdays.
Mondays,
Um,
Wednesdays,
yeah,
Fridays, and
those days.
Saturdays. Yep.
Yep, those days when you broadcast the race I'm in. Always enjoy going back and watching. My computer, she's been holding up about 3 months strong now. So props to her. And everybody, Tristan for pushing me to make sure I had a mistake-free race. It's always good when you can beat your teammate, and steals it. Um, it's really good when you go 1-2 and have a 33 second gap on the rest of the field.
Well, of course, man, congrats on not only getting your third victory here this season, getting the most laps led and the fastest lap here tonight. Gained a pretty good amount of bonus points for the night. So I would say a overall victory for not only you, but the team, getting the 1 and 2 positions here tonight. Of course, look forward to seeing what you're going to be able to do at Pocono as we are slowly winding down the rest of this regular season.
But yeah, looking forward to it. I know there's might be one or two, maybe a couple more wins in there for us, but don't want to count the chickens before they hatch.
Of course, brother, I don't blame you for that. Of course, once again, appreciate your time up here and congrats again on your victory tonight.
Thank you, boss. Have a good night.
You too. That was our race winner, Mark Morton. Of course, pretty good race from those drivers here tonight. Can't complain. Pretty good green flag runs. Only 2 cautions for 9 total laps. 8 green flag lead changes with 7 different leaders at one point in time throughout 110 laps, 6.1 miles ran by the end of the night. Of course, we will be back live here on Monday for the American Stock Car Racing League. Few more weeks before we're back for Right Time on Wednesdays, as they are going to take on the Next Gen Cup Series as well. But we will be back next Friday, most likely, for the Truck Series. And, of course, 100% back next Saturday for Pocono for the Next Gen Cup Series. Of course, it's been one hell of a race here tonight. Not many incidents under green flag that have caused a caution. Not many problems on the track. Pretty easy for the drivers tonight to manage some of their tires, some of the wear. But, of course, it was just the pacing and having to pass that kind of put a damper on things. But still, all in all, a good one to put in the books here tonight. Of course, on behalf of the Asphalt Racing Network and Naras as a whole, we would like to thank you guys for tuning in live. As always, we're going to leave you with the white flag lap where Mark Morton had taken a victory after leading 72 laps. We hope to catch you back next time. If not, we hope to see you somewhere else.
From the cold earth. They try to say I wasn't, but listen close. This is the sound. They spoke from the outside, looking in through the gate, said I don't carry the blood, said I don't carry the fate, but I rose from the barrel where the old ones sleep. Iron in my skeleton, promises I keep. I'm Viking born, broke the soul, walking between worlds, carving my truth into stone, breaking all your rules, frost on my breath, and the winter in my eyes. When I open my mouth, you're the watch the rise. They said you are alone, I said look at the sky. Control is a chain and we snapped it in two. My people are here and they're loyal and true. From the north, from the south, wherever we stand. This is our ground, this is our land. When I call, they rise. When I call, they rise. I am the Droger, I am Viking true. When I lift my voice, my people come through. From the mountain to the street, from the sea to the shore, we stand as one. We are stronger than war. You cannot control us, you cannot divide. We stand with the power, we stand with pride. My call is the baseline, my call is the law. When I